Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
What's going on, guys? It's your boy, The Voice, and this is the official first episode of the show you're going to wind up falling in love with, the people you're going to basically love, and one of us you're going to hate. So, let's find out which one of us you're going to hate in this show. This is Hated or Respected.
Let's get it.
I'm here with my lovely co-host. To the left of me, I have the one and only Sasha Springs.
Bitch to the springs. Bitch.
And I'm not going to forget about to the left of her. Or is that to the right?
To the left.
To the left. Everything you own in a box to the left. In the closet. Just, that's my stuff.
Oh, get it, baby.
If I bought it, please don't touch.
Okay. Get it.
Keep talking that mess. Let me stop. I'm not going to go. I'm not going to go in.
Karaoke session.
I'm not going to go in right now. I'm not going to go in.
Period.
To the left of Sasha Springs, you have the one and only, the mystical. If y'all don't know her, you will know her. The ones that's going to leave you wanting more. The one that's going to give you the messages that you need to hear. The one you're going to be booking her from. She's not a porn star, so don't think y'all going to be booking her like that. Let me get that right. You're going to be booking her in a different way to get y'all lives together. It's the one and only Mystical Bubbles.
Hey guys. Hopefully half of y'all already know me. If not, follow me on TikTok.
You want the bubbles? You want the bubbles?
And teas and juicy infos. I'm a chismosa, guys, so we get real juicy.
Exactly. So, in that note, what we're gonna do is we're gonna have some fun with this. We're gonna play. We're gonna really play. We're gonna play where we like to start the show off where we talk about what's trending. So I know earlier, Mystical Bubbles told me she has some trending information. I want to know what it's about. Like, what's trending? What's going on in this social media world?
So, guys, both of them call me social media queen because I stay on it to see what's going on, whatever. You know, like I said, I'm chismosa, so, you know, it's that Spanish in me. Whatever. So, right now, guys, Keke Palmer. I love Keke Palmer, guys. But right now, her baby daddy is trying to get full custody of their baby.
How
do you feel about that, The Voice?
First off, it's more in a sense of I know why he's doing it. He's doing it because he was he's jealous. So basically, what happened was a few weeks ago, a month ago, I'm not sure how long ago it was. I know that Keke Palmer was at an Usher concert, and she was a little bit like too happy about Usher, because Usher's that man is the man. You get it? Like everybody love Usher.
Yay! Oh my god!
What is it, honey? Wait, is that Usher?
Yes! Oh my god! He's coming over! I can't believe this.
Oh, sorry, you hit the table.
Hey, how you doing, babe?
Hi, Mr. Usher. I can't believe it's you. I'm Sarah.
You have a beautiful smile, Sarah. Sarah, smile. Woo! Oh, won't you smile and welcome me?
Song.
Sarah.
Oh, wonderful.
Thank you, babe.
Oh, God. That was beautiful.
This is what I do.
Oh, this is, Tom.
Yes, I'm Tom. Just Tom.
Hey, how you doing?
You are so interesting.
Very interesting.
If you don't mind me asking, where did you learn to dance like that?
Yeah, I've never seen anyone dance like Michael Jackson before.
Well, I've been dancing for as long as I can remember.
But it's not just the music. I have seen all of your movies.
Really? Even Light It Up?
I loved Light It Up. I named my dog Light It Up.
Girl, please, my mama wouldn't even see Light It Up.
So
and she's
funny.
my manager.
I'm gonna talk to
Oh,
your
you know
mom.
she on
Give me
MySpace.
your email address. I'll call her.
Are you a natural blonde?
You are so funny.
Okay, one more. Please, we gotta get one
that
more.
one. Let's go get some fresh air.
Yeah, it'll be good for my vocals.
Wash it.
Sorry, man.
I'm ticklish.
I'm gonna tickle you again.
Wouldn't let that shit happen to me, though.
That's what it was, and then he was going on social media saying some craziness. So I think it all went down to that because he felt like his manhood, I guess, was, I don't know.
He's a broke beep person.
Right. Broke mentality, bitter baby daddy.
So
Bitter baby daddy.
that's where I'm at with that. So
Definitely. So now there's a new rumor, guys, that started because of something. But anyway, let me get to it real quick. The rumor is that Usher is gay. And The Voice is a big fan of Usher.
first off, I don't give a damn what they saying. Usher could have been gay the whole time. I don't give a fuck. It's Usher. It's motherfucking, like, first off, some of the moves he did was questionable. First off, remember that shit when he was dancing in the rain where make it like let it burn and he did that shit and he was
That's
like
sexy.
he
See,
did
but
that
what I was
shit. It
gonna
was
say,
like
why does dancing?
Why do you gotta be gay?
It just
Certain
look-
moves gotta
it just-
be like.
it just
Look
made
at
it
Trey
gay.
Songz. Trey Songz be like, oh.
Oh dear.
nah,
First
Trey
of all-
Songz gonna be doing that extra shit like Usher. Usher's on some extra level joint.
No,
So alright,
okay,
what about like
topic.
Chris Brown? Take Me Down, cause he OD'd in that one.
Cause he's trying to let you know I'm gonna take you down. You really
and those
wanna...
moves, I feel like he used like kind of the same moves.
Nah, it wasn't the same moves. I know
I feel
Usher
like
moves.
all male dance, like all male them, they all the kind of dance.
No, it's just because they want to find something. Let's break it down. People's personal lives is always going to be scrutinized because if you're supposed to be this male sex symbol, they put you in the limelight of only being with women. That's just what it is. So he could have been gay this whole time. And
Well, I mean,
he
if
just
you're
has
a
to
fan,
play.
but what if-
he has to
if-
play a persona.
I'm gonna tell you.
I feel
He has
like
to play a
majority
role.
of their fan base is women though. So if you're gay, then it's like, oh, you're not singing to me.
Yeah,
you singing
But
to.
but that's the point. Like, but why does it matter?
Male.
Why does it? But that's what the media
But
made.
you know why they said that. So guys, the rumor started because Keke Palmer's mom was trying to be protective over Keke and was telling her baby daddy, like yelling at him like, oh, you don't gotta worry, whatever, because he be sucking beep too. So
But
I'm done.
that's just like the same stuff with Blueface mom. They
that's
people
a whole different story.
but-
She's not protective at all.
no, but it's not about protecting.
That
It's just
is
about.
She's not a mom.
Toxic.
It's just like you're bringing up stuff that's irrelevant. Like mine, like
Keke's
first,
mom did that to protect her from the baby daddy.
it's not. You don't need to protect nobody from nobody. She a grown
What you
woman.
mean? You don't know she's abusive? Do you know?
First off, I don't
Divorce?
condone violence at all. I don't condone any type of violence at all. I want y'all to know that I do not condone violence. But first off, you think ain't
Just him
nobody
getting
gonna
beat
beat
up.
that motherfucking nigga ass? Like, let's be for real. Like, it's enough of that. If a man is beating on a woman, it's something wrong with the man. Y'all just need to get y'all big brothers, y'all cousins, y'all beat that nigga's ass to the so he can see the light. Like, remember when you was giving birth and you was like, I see the light.
I'm so
I see
done.
the light. Like,
so done.
that little
I
motherfucker
don't like
needs
him
to
no more.
needs to someone.
Sorry.
And that's the, right? But that's the issue. So you spreading these rumors can destroy. Like, people are saying dumbness that could destroy another man who, if he is gay and he wanted to be undercover to hide his own private life, then it's fine.
You don't have a private life when you're famous, AK.
But that's the issue. You know why?
FYI.
No, but you know why? Because that the everybody want to be in your business. So for years, everybody's like, oh, well, I never got into certain things in my life because I wanted to be a filmmaker that you never see my face. Like my man's the Gorillas. You don't know who they
I
are,
didn't
right?
even have heard of the Gorillas.
Right? That's a great band. You got
You've heard of them.
Yeah,
If
they're
I
great.
play a song, you've heard
They're
of
great,
them.
right? So
I'm
they're
so
all you
Spanish.
see is cartoon characters. And the other person to be having like the little robot
But
heads
there's,
and
what's
a bunch
that
of artists.
DJ? There's a DJ that does that too.
Right?
Like
So,
he wears a whole mask on.
It's to protect them because why we need to care. I don't care about if Usher's getting, bruh. If you don't put out good music, I'm mad at you. I can tell Usher to his face, nigga. I don't give what you doing. But if you ain't putting out hits, then I'm not gonna like you. I'm not gonna like you because your sexual preference, your personal life. Your music entertains me. Your music gets me happy. It makes me want to lip sing your songs and learn the lyrics. I don't really care about these people's personal lives. It's just that everybody else makes their lives so important. Keke Palmer and their baby daddy drama, is now you're gonna bring Usher involved in among all of this dumbness that y'all got issues
I wonder
with?
how they even came about to be in a relationship together, because he gives me like private reserve and she's out there. Like
So,
her whole character is
to talk about
out there and aggressive.
You see, guys, and to piggyback off what she says is Keke is a Virgo, guys. So Virgos always do the most. So extra. They're so perfectionist. They want to do it their way. Like, they always have goal-oriented type of person. While he's a Sag, guys. Like, for those who don't know me, Sages is like, I want my cake and I want to eat it too. Like, definitely, like, they're really close-minded. It's really rare in between if you find a Sag who's open to different perspective and open-minded and things around that line. Because a lot of my Sages are really like, but I want it like this. But this is how it should be. Like, they're the type of person they need a submissive partner. Like, super submissive partner. And Keke is not a submissive person to begin with. So definitely don't pair it up right. Because Virgos are not submissive. They're like the leader in the relationship. If anything, they like to wear the pants. And then, guys, guess what? Usher being in the mix of this is so funny because he's a Libra. Libra stay stirring the pots. Always in the middle of things.
I took hard work to make this legendary creature.
I love your legendary creatures, eh?
It's called...
So you can show it to us later on his episode. We will call him back, guys, and we will record his whole show later. So Zay, I will call you, and then we'll do your
it's time to stop, okay?
Okay?
No more.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Hated or Respected. It's your boy, The Voice, again. We are back with, Sasha Springs and Mystical Bubbles. Sorry for that little interruption from Zay. You know, he wants to, he's ready to do his own show. And he's trying to just jump in.
Guys,
but
you gotta check in for his.
Yeah, we're going to be dropping that. We're going to be recording that after this. But we are going to give you, and Mystical Bubbles wants to give you guys a message of the day.
So, guys, this is your message of the day. If you have a salty baby daddy, and Keke, this is for you too, because your baby daddy just showing how salty he is. Let's see, guys, what is going on. What can you expect moving forward from salt packet baby daddies, or how to move forward from that? All right, guys, moving forward. So definitely for all salty baby daddies out there, you definitely need to restore balance with them, guys. So this means taking them to court. Take them to court. Take the full custody. Do something. If they're not giving you money, put them on child support. Do something, legal actions, either to remove them or put them in their place, okay? So either one. Definitely don't let them tempt you. Things will go in your favor. So right now, if you're dealing with a lot of BS from your baby daddy, it's going to go away, okay? This is not forever. You are always going to stay on top of them. So again, baby daddy drama, guys, don't last forever, just for the moment, as long as you put them back into their place. And we know Keke with that Virgo energy, she definitely going to put him on check. So for all my Virgos out there, I know y'all got your baby daddies like this. For every other zodiac sign, don't get too heated. Just put them in check. But yeah.
It's time to stop, okay? No more.
Camera action.
Go.
Welcome back again. That was a great message for salty baby daddies. I see. I see how we getting down over here. All right. But that was a great thing. But right now, what we're going to do is, which I'm going to see in these next the next few episodes, is you're going to get a quick introduction to kind of get a little bit about each one of us. And for today's first episode, we want to get a little bit to know Mystical Bubbles.
Well,
So-
we starting with me.
Yes, the first episode we're gonna start with Mystical Bubbles.
Guys, I'm so camera shy.
So we want to know more about who you are. You know. We want to know who that is. We want to know.
You want the bubbles?
We want to know why people want the bubbles.
Want the bubbles?
Well,
You know?
guys, people are never ready for the bubbles. I'm definitely your non-filter type of person. Like, you know the saying, like, think before you say something? It's really not there for me. Like, I don't click like that. So I kind of say it and then think about how later. But anyways, I'm a spiritualist, guys. So I do horoscopes. I do all type of readings. I do past life reading, mediumships, everything. I definitely speak Spanish. Spanish is my first language. So, you know, in English, you'll hear me like effing up a couple times. How I say people's names. How I say certain things. Salud. How I say certain things. But like I tell people, I am a espiritualista. Like, that's what I do. I love to help people, but I'm not here to baby you either. So if you're doing something wrong or I'm picking up something wrong, I would definitely let you know. So I do break hearts in that way. Like when people are like, oh my God, am I going to be with this person forever? And if it's a no, it's a no. Like I can't help that. Me personally, for those who don't know, everybody thinks I'm perfect, guys. Be like, oh my goodness, I would never think you have anxiety. I would never think you have none of that. You look like you have everything under control on social media. Guys, on my social media, like on my TikTok, I do talk about my anxiety, how anxious I am about everything. Like, I can't even order food. Like, they order food. Like, I don't like being in that predicament of ordering anything. Like, even driving, I'm nervous. Like, super high anxiety. So, I don't ever want you guys to think, like, whoever you see on social media, like, oh, they're so perfect. No, there's flaws to people. Like, everybody got flaws. Just because you're spiritualist, like, I hate that. Like, I hate a lot of people feel like, oh, spiritualist people is perfect. They have no flaws. No, it's probably the most flaws out there.
All right, that was a great intro from. Let me stop putting my radio voice on. That was a great intro from,
So if y'all want the truth, then definitely hit me up. Follow me on my TikTok. Book your reading, because all you're gonna get is nothing but the truth.
Because that's Mystical Bubbles. But nah, I say I'm going to be dropping her information at the bottom, guys. If you're looking at this on a YouTube channel, when you go look at the section where it's like underneath like the channel, you're going to see a thing say Bubbles Botanica. That is her website where you can book her. She's going to wind up having inventory where it's like going to be products and stuff like that. I say book. She's very, very, very helpful. She's actually helped me go through some grieving of when my grandmother passed away. It's a lot. So I say do what you got to do, book it. And, check out her TikTok. She always going to put up good content. But for right now, we're going to go into this episode. We're going to talk about something that I've been trying to figure out over the last couple of years. Because it's too many things that's going on right now that we're canceling everything, right? So we're going to talk about the cancel culture, and I don't understand it. I don't want to understand it, honestly, because I feel like it's people who are sensitive as hell, who didn't get spanked as a child. They was told to go sit. First off, they was told to go sit in the corner or take a time out. No, these people.
Certain things need a spanking.
Yeah, certain things you need to get your ass beat. So
no, that is toxic. Don't listen to him.
Right, whatever. So
that's not toxic.
Those are the wussies.
That's toxic.
Right? If you ain't never get your ass beat.
That never did nothing for me,
certain
guys. I have not had beat from up to down, sideways, front and
that was a different type of beating.
That made me even worse.
That wasn't a beating.
See, but that wasn't.
They just didn't like you. That's what
I was gonna say. And I'm not saying to sit here and beat your fucking kid every fucking day for every little thing. Not at all.
There's certain things
that happen. No, but it's just like
I have a cousin that has the most patient mom, and as a kid I swear he was a devil, because his mom would not hit him for anything, right? It has to be for something serious, as they're saying. And you know what this kid used to say at 7, 8 years old? Hit me harder, go ahead, it don't hurt, hit me harder.
I mean,
that don't work for everybody. What were you doing for 7-year-old looking at you talking about?
I said the same thing. You know, my mom did punch me in my chest like a grown ass man.
Yo.
And I was like,
now,
I learned my lesson.
But my brother is one of them people that is like, beatings did not work for him. Like, it didn't matter what happened. Like, beatings just don't work for every kid. But I think that's more so. I think that's kids that would more so have behavioral issues. Like I feel like if by the time you beat your kid and they still like, I don't care, do it harder. I'm getting you, not saying in a bad way, but I'm getting you evaluated because it's something else that's not clicking. But that you're like, hit me harder.
She's saying I'm not going.
Just talking to them.
She said she's not going to say it in a bad way. I'm going to say it. Something wrong with your damn kid. Your kid probably crazy
Guys,
or fuck out of their mind because
neurodivergent friendly because my son's autistic, so neurodivergent friendly is like ADD.
But you see, but even with
my
him,
son,
if I yell,
him, my son, you just talk to him.
I don't even have to yell at him. I could talk to him in a like semi-stern way, and he'll start crying. So he does not need to be beat. If you sit here and tell me that you beat him, then I'm gonna be like, I'm calling child services.
But he's here. I'll say the voice is out here saying like, oh, kids who haven't got beat. My son do not get beat because as soon as like how Sasha said, like you talk to him, he be like, arr, arr, arr.
No, I'm talking about.
See, but he behaves. He doesn't sit here and be like, oh yeah, yell at me louder, hit me harder. He doesn't say shit like that.
My issue is with the people who's so sensitive with this cancel culture. Like they're the ones who wants to cancel anything that you say.
Zenji?
I don't know Zen. I don't even know what Gen whatever. I don't even know what generation it is.
I don't even care. The principle is we're in a world where you can't. There's no such thing as freedom of speech. We're in a world that there's no such thing as freedom. No. We already what we got is our voice. So you telling me I can't vocalize something I believe in?
Right, and that's why I'm like when people be like, oh my god,
like people feeling
King example himself, fucking Trump. Everything Trump says, people are offended by. It's his opinion. This man did not sit here and literally do what he said. And for him to do what he wanted to do, whatever, when he was presidency, it goes through a bunch of people for it to get approved
and
before anything.
And people act like he did because I'm Dominican. Coming from my side, all my family members swear that he did exactly what he said. Like they still swear like that's what happened.
But
it's not like that's why I'm like it's not him. A lot of the shit that happens government wise, y'all mad at the wrong person. Y'all be mad at the president. Be mad at Congress who sits here and passes laws and all of these minor like little things that go by
puppets. They're puppets.
Literally puppets. Like they're just the person to be in front of the camera to say the bullshit that they're all wanting and thinking. Exactly. There's a bunch of people that are behind this that sit here and vote on these things and then it goes into play later on. Like
see, this is the episode that Zayden should have been down here so he could talk about the judicial legislation and his fucking executive branch. We just did a project with that shit, right?
We've been trying to get on these episodes for the longest today. Like we have been trying to film this for a minute. And you know when you got a kid, they're just like, hey, what's going on? Hey, I'm Dory. Hey.
So, but the cancel culture, I just don't get it, right? So I don't want to like digress because we could talk about politics in another episode.
Oh no, definitely.
But
like cancel culture, I feel like it's a bunch of sensitive ass babies. Yeah, y'all a bunch of sensitive ass babies.
Oh.
First of all, cancel culture want to sit here and cancel somebody for being homophobic, but then you have people who sit here and are trans and then come out later like, oh really? I didn't like. It wasn't even about that. Like,
oh my god,
I'm gonna revert back to my normal because that wasn't even like.
Guys,
I can't.
Talking about that, like. I was on TikTok and like I was just looking like what oh my god, like I never knew that was a thing. Like, you know, you turn trans, fantastic, that's awesome. If you feel like that, you want to do it, more power to you, baby. But then to sit here and go back on it is like, then did you know what you wanted? And I go back to saying like when you're going to go trans, I definitely feel like there should be a whole therapy session before doing that. Like there has to be, because now going back, I seen so much on social media suffer because they have removed body parts and now they don't feel like themselves. So now you change thinking that you're gonna be happy. You did this change and now you're going back to change and now you remove what you love.
But to me, I feel like that's still, to me, that's not even just therapy. That's the world of media. Everything is a trend. Everything. Now, I'm not trying to say being transgender. Don't. Whoa. Hold on.
Don't get canceled now.
Hold on. Don't cancel me before I get big. But I mean, you could do it because I don't give a fuck. I'm still gonna say the shit out the fuck I want to say. It's freedom of speech. Suck my dick, right? So it's more in the fact of you understanding that you are still trying to figure out who you are.
Right.
At the end of the day, no one knows who you could be feeling this way for 10 years and then realize that's not the path that you really want to be. You could change your whole path in life. So,
and like gender wise put aside, just in general, things that you're interested in, things that you're like trying to do at the moment, later on you're like, oh my god, why did I even try to pursue that?
Exactly.
Like, talking about that, give you an example. Sasha Springs over here, bruh, when I tell you her wardrobe, like, girl, you got clothes for days, shit that you love for days. I can't even pick like what type of style I'm trying to go for. I change my style with each weather, each season, and each year. I need a fall for this year, then I need winter for this year, and then fall comes again. I need a whole new phase. Like, I'm like, I don't know, like I don't even know what phase I'm in now. I guess I'm in a sweater phase because I'm breastfeeding type of shit. But yeah, no, I just don't know. My look always changed. Like, I don't know if I'm girly, boyish today. Comfortable.
But that's the thing, but the world will make you feel like being yourself, or oh no, if you feeling like this, we need to cancel you. If you're thinking like this, you need to be canceled. But if you're supporting, like right now, we know that they're trying to cancel Starbucks. They're trying to cancel Amazon again. They're trying to cancel.
I love Starbucks.
What else they trying to cancel?
They have canceled Chick-fil-A, guys.
Chick-fil-A.
They're trying to cancel Amazon. Which, from my understanding here, who else, they've been trying to cancel.
They've been trying to cancel fucking Jeff Bezos.
Who else they trying to cancel for supporting Israel?
Oh, a Starbucks.
Right?
Starbucks.
So, this is my concept. This is not saying I'm for any group, right? I'm going to stay in the middle. Because at the end of the day, the people who... Huh?
I said, okay, Switzerland.
Yeah, right? I'm in the middle, right? Because... at the end of the day, I'm not going to judge whoever it is. The only person that could judge you is God. So, if Israel is doing in the wrong, those people are going to get karma coming back to them, and they're going to have to deal with it with the man upstairs. That's on them. They want to act a fool. Boom. If the Palestinians is doing something crazy and they're not in the right, the God is going to come to them and give them what they deserve. That's karma. That's just the way how the life works. So I'm not going to be sitting here going, oh, I'm against, But if you're gonna pick on and say let's boycott and cancel Starbucks, where half of y'all are cancel somebody for like the trending moment,
first of all,
and then
you
go
want to
back to
cancel
them
Starbucks, look at your bank account, because I'm sure whatever bank you're banking with is sitting here supporting these wars that you're like, oh my god, this is going on. Da 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 da. Your banks are the ones. Your money yourself that you're putting in your bank is sitting here supporting it. So if you want to say and cancel, like you. That's what I don't like about cancel culture, because they'll be like, I'm gonna cancel this, I'm gonna cancel that, but then like do the research, bro. Like sit here and really look into what like you're sitting here talking about. Like majority of people don't even look into what they're talking about. They're going off of a trend,
which
what's trending on media
should not be a trend. Like I was telling them, I saw a video of a girl talking about like, oh, when is this trend gonna be over? That is the problem. When we protest, when we do things, it's looked at as a trend because there's not enough info to back up what is going on.
Because we're you know where we get our information from? The internet. Ain't nobody
social media. It's not even just the regular internet, because the internet is where you can find and look up things. Like you could sit here and look into like majority of the brands that you consume that's probably in your house are the same people that's sitting here supporting all these different things. And if you're gonna cancel somebody like that, because they're supporting Israel, cancel America. The whole country you're living in that's giving you the willpower to say the shit that you're saying online is the main people that's sitting here supporting them. Like, so unless you're gonna cancel our government,
and
then you gotta shut the fuck up. Like,
no one's doing that. I love when they try to cancel Dave Chappelle. They try to cancel Kanye West.
Right, for having an opinion.
First off, no one's ever gonna understand. Kanye, if you ever see this, I'm your biggest fan.
He is.
Same, no. I'm your biggest fucking fan. Right? From a Gemini to a Gemini, I get it.
Right? It's a fact that
I get it.
No one understands what was he really saying. He just had a lot of thoughts in his head. He never said anything anti. He didn't. If you actually pay attention, He was like, I'm jealous of them. You know why? Because he was stating that how they rally together, how they actually
And it's not even
together.
that. He's actually right in a lot of things. Like, he sat here and was basically like how they run a lot of things low key. If you sit here and go backwards and really do the research into a lot of things, majority of the people who's funding a lot of these things are Jewish communities. Like, because they're the ones who have the money to sit here and fund a lot of these things.
I'm telling you, we live in the Matrix, guys. And that's what it is. When someone comes out trying to uncover the Matrix and open people's eyes, you get canceled in 2 seconds.
Literally.
So that's it. So why do we sit there and we jump on? Like, I'm not a jump on a bandwagon or nothing. I'm sorry, you can cancel me right now. I was not going to be the one. I'm not going to be the one who jumped on a bandwagon, who sat there and wanted to cancel Bill Cosby. I was not the one who's sitting there and want to get rid of R. Kelly and what you call it. First off, half y'all niggas would not be alive if it wasn't for that man, because your parents didn't fuck to that nigga songs. So suck a dick. Because that man, yes, he may have, based off of whatever they saying, but if you go really pay attention to the things, they're uncovering more and more stuff that you're not paying attention to. So we sitting here, we want to cancel this person, cancel and that, and cancel this, and cancel this.
I was gonna say that, right? Just not like canceling one of the you want to cancel somebody for child pedophilia and all this other shit. Like,
I blame your parents.
You go to Disney, Disney World, the number one like vacation spot for every fucking parent, basically, is like how many freaking kids?
Don't ruin Disney for me.
It is.
No.
It is.
How many kids go missing at Disney?
I mean, I blame
randomly. How many? It's not just parents though. You could sit here and be watching your kid. You know how many fucking people are in that park on a daily basis?
I was talking about Disney, the park. I was talking about
and
Disney,
then the park itself got like underground tunnels and shit.
I was talking about Disney, the network, because have you guys not noticed?
That's Disney as a total.
But like, because you said don't blame the parents in the park. I blame the parents of like these child actors that now are not child actors, because all of these actors are coming out saying they've been molested, so and so and so and so and so and so. Where were you guys? Like, where's the parents? Because I do not. And then a lot of people
at
like,
the bank.
Oh, why is these kids saying this now? They're 30-something plus years old. You know why? They didn't have a voice at 4, 5, 6, 10. And even if you're a teenager,
they did have a voice.
Confused.
See, but you know what it is too. It'll be a sticky situation though sometimes, because then you have the people who's actually like the predators, basically, is sitting here like, no, but we need them to be like their raw selves without you here because they're more censored and blah blah blah. And I'm sorry, then my kid is not your star. My kid is not for your show.
Your kid is coming to tell you like, hey mom or hey dad, oh so and so, I felt weird, or I felt like they touched me here. Like that doesn't ring alarm, because I feel like a lot of parents be like, oh, you saying things, oh, you just talking things. Like,
they're at the bank.
But those are sick individuals, because a good parent is gonna listen to their kids like saying something like that. A bad parent that's in it, like he said, where the parents at the bank? They just sitting there trying to cut a check. Oh, I could just drop my kid off here and then I could go be on my day. Here you go, sweetheart. You're filming today. Have a good day while you're filming. I'll come pick you up at 5. Like,
so that's what I'm saying. So for a lot of you guys who want to cancel a lot of things, then I shouldn't see y'all having Disney Plus.
I mean, honest, you if we cancel everything,
you're gonna have shit.
That's the point that I'm trying to say. If you really look at the world and look at everything, we will. You know what the entertainment would be? Us. It would not be no TV shows.
Boomers? What is it? The boomers?
Literally,
we'll be sitting there playing hopscotch,
but each other.
It'll be us entertaining each other. Hopscotch. That's what we doing. Da, 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 da.
I mean, back in the day, they had no TV and they entertained themselves. They had no computers.
We playing with sticks and shit, because the world is. There's going to be all of these things. Because I'm going to go back to the fact of the things like the R. Kellys and those things have been going on before the R. Kelly. That stuff was going on before, because you go pay attention. Y'all wanted to get at him later on, but he married that Aaliyah when she was 16.
Because they said that was behind her parents. So
no, but it doesn't matter.
But
it's still wrong.
Public,
it's still wrong.
Like, it's still publicly
it was like you can go look it up in the court.
So if y'all wanted to cancel him then, y'all would have canceled him then.
They said so she did it with a fake ID, so they
it doesn't. No.
Who didn't know they were underage? When you assigned to my label, I sit here and have all
She
your
did,
information.
yeah, but
Like,
not
I
the
run your
court.
social.
The
Like,
court- like they lied to the court.
No, you can't lie to the court.
at all. Like, the court, first of all, the courts have access to all your personal information.
You gotta give them all
and
your
you gotta
stuff.
give them your social and
yeah.
everything. So for her to get married, that means that your parents
approved
okayed
it.
that. Because they automatically gonna be like, oh, you're underage. Like, and first of all, you would have got in trouble. Had I sat here and been like, I'm gonna run your shit and then be like, wait.
So why?
But your ID don't match this.
So this
Yeah, now you
guys,
getting caught up in fraud.
That whole thing, I only know, like, I might not know, like, the true things because I just watched, like, the movie that they have on Hulu or whatever. But this is why I always
be like, it's three sides to a story. It's her side, his side, and the truth.
The only story,
and none of us is gonna know the truth.
I know the truth, right? I'm gonna tell you the truth.
You're okay.
Because I am the truth. I am the voice, and I'm gonna tell you what the voice is. The voice is going to tell you what exactly went down. Literally, R. Kelly didn't told you from way back when. He was a victim himself growing up. He doesn't understand, just like we don't understand. You know how we starting to learn about autism and all these other kind of things? He didn't understand that what he's doing is wrong in his head because his sister did it to him. Everybody else, but
usually when shit like that happens, they're a victim of it themselves.
Right,
so it's normalized in their head.
Right?
It's normalized.
So if he's thinking it's normal, just like when Zayden does something wrong, and we know he's not supposed to do that. What do we do as parents? Don't do that. You have multiple people around you.
He got money. Who's paying these parents off?
No, it's not about paying the parents off. It's not about the parents. It's not about what you call it. You got the industry. Don't care. If they're making money, they don't care about your kids. If they're making money, they don't care about anything because at the end of the day, the reasons why they said they're doing these things because they no longer can make money off of any of these people. Where are you making money with R. Kelly? R. Kelly hasn't came out with a hit song in years. The only thing they're making money off is his old stuff.
Basically.
You get it? But they're not getting new money. They're getting old money. Now you look at the thing. Now who's in the media? P. Diddy.
Yes.
Reasons why.
Which people are defending P. Diddy, by the way.
Of course no one's going to defend P. Diddy. P. Diddy
but
is...
I mean, there was people who were still defending here Cosby and all.
First off, Bill Cosby.
Diddy is a nasty person in himself.
First, exactly.
Because
everybody knows it. Everybody's been talking about
like not nasty, but like personality wise, anybody who's ever like, if you hear about anybody that sat here and worked with him, everybody says the same thing. Like, he had a nasty ass attitude. Yeah. He's rude. He's mean. Blah blah. Like, it's just not it.
And it's not just that. So it's like, if we trying to sit there and saying all these people, all these companies is wrong, all these people is wrong. If you sit there and cancel half the people based off of what they say, and if you really go on the internet and you researching, you will really see like, yo, that person is terrible. Let me stop supporting them. Oh, that company's terrible. Let me stop supporting them. But then you realize you won't have no clothes.
No, because guys, I just learned we're canceling
but that's
Amazon.
Why it's like,
we're canceling Amazon. Like, yo, and I'm really big. Like, I am, like they say, like, cancel culture. Like, I'll be trying to stay because I'm really big on, like, let's support each other. Let's support. Let's protest. Let's
support
get
what?
It, baby. But I need some facts. I need some factuals. So, like,
there's no facts. There's nothing factual. There's no such thing as facts. There's no such thing as anything. The only thing that Trump ever said out of his mouth that was true was fake news.
They said Trump deported everybody.
Fake news. That's fake
news.
No,
but that's the thing.
And that's all reality because the media is all lies.
Because like, you can make whatever you want. There's a Wikipedia.
Literally,
you write
make it up.
You can make that up.
You can edit something on Wikipedia. Like,
so it's like, if I can go in there and edit something that some people go to literally make I can say that. Shit, let me go set myself a Wikipedia up and say that I'm a
this is why I
500.
like old school shit. It always goes back to like basically we going back into time basically because before the internet. Before that, what you had to sit here and pull up random facts about shit.
The newspaper?
Encyclopedia. You would sit here and get the encyclopedia at the end of the year or the beginning of the next year or whatever the fuck that sat here and wrapped up everything that happened the year before.
Yo, I'm too Hispanic, guys, because I don't even know what a encyclopedia is.
No, did I hear her?
Like,
I don't even want to look at her right now.
Encyclopedia? Like, is that like the dictionary? Like, that's what I
So Think about,
Stop it,
you know,
babe.
your For You page? Like if you go on Instagram and you have your whole For You page, right? And it's everything trending for that day, basically.
Okay.
Think of it like that. It's everything trending for that year.
Before the year starts?
No, for the previous year, basically. So
Why
it's
do I wanna know
everything
what was
trending
when
for
the
that
year ends
previous
already?
year.
I don't care about it.
But if I have a kid that wants to sit here and look back to know, oh my God, what was this and what did y'all do here and what happened here, I could sit here and give you an encyclopedia to sit here and read, and it's like, oh, all of these things happened that year. So it's like I could sit here and tell you like everything that's sat here and wrapped up from the year before, or from 5 years ago, 6 years ago. It could be something in that encyclopedia that I forgot about. But it was something major, and then I'm like, oh shit, I forgot about that. Yeah, blah 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 blah.
Well, that's the first time I heard of this. Guys.
First off, I'm not
Can we
gonna.
get a encyclopedia? I want to see what happened in like when the year I was born.
I just want to know
My
that
favorite.
she first off.
We want to cancel Disney, but my favorite used to be Disney.
I'm never gonna cancel Disney. That's to have a place on the planet. But back to what I was gonna talk about. Did she just say it's silent? What word did she just say? We're not gonna bypass what she just said. We're not gonna act like she didn't say encyclopedia
Yeah, I
completely
know.
wrong.
Guys, I'm
Come
a
on.
multilingual because we don't say bilingual no more. We say multilingual. Like multi, right? Knowing two language. Multi more than one.
No. Those are the people who I'm tired of all y'all. I'm tired of y'all changing y'all younger generations. I'm an old cat, all right?
That's like Latinx.
Like,
I hate
I don't
that.
like,
I'm Latina, and I hate that
Like,
Latinx.
we
shit.
need to
Like,
stop creating new terms and new words and
It's supposed to be general. This is what I'm saying. Like everything
Like-
want to be
Oh, like
general
instead
now
of
because
a girl
everybody's
and boy,
feeling.
okay.
Because we don't know if it's a boy or a girl.
But
it's
you know,
pretty
guys.
dumb.
But listen, guys. I do respect everybody's wish and how they want to be portrayed and
No.
how they want to be called he or she or they.
No.
Because if you ever get a reading from me, guys, or you see me on live, I do not say, oh, he wants to be with you or she wants to be with you. If you tell me you want a love reading but don't really gender specific, I'd be like,
No.
they feel you like
I'm
this.
all
No.
for. I'm
They
all
this
for the
because-
No.
general terms and shit. That's
No.
cool. But calling yourself they them, I'm never gonna
No.
understand that because you're not.
No.
Literally, the term of that means plural people. So it's like I'm never gonna sit here and unless you got multiple personalities.
No.
If you're sitting here trying to tell me you got multiple personalities, I'ma definitely call you they them
You see?
because I don't know who the fuck I'm dealing with today.
no.
I'm
But-
okay, they them period. Like if unless you tell me, like there's times like I had a client one time and I was reading him right, and I'm definitely picking up, you know, and I'm just like, oh, you know, they want to like this.
no,
and
no.
He was like, they're like, oh, you're not gonna tell me if it's a guy, like you're not gonna tell me I'm gay, and I'm like, no, because that's up to you to tell me, like, you know, that's not my business. That's not my business. So I will tell you guys they or them if you ever like. I would never be like he or she unless you correct me.
I
is how he identifies. He and
Singular.
I feel that they're stupid, right? Because me growing up, if I ever call somebody like they or it, they be like, I'm a person.
It's
See, but they don't
It's
take
not
it.
good.
They don't
It's
take
not
it.
good. You
Even
can't
they
cancel
them,
today.
they do not
They,
take
them,
it.
him,
But
Tim,
to me,
them.
that's what would make sense to me because you're a
it-
single person. If you don't want to be identified as a boy, as a he, she,
I feel like
it. Because what else are you?
Because it is demeanoring.
It's not calling you they them is confusing.
I mean, we're in the world
Look,
now that they
Imagine telling Zayden that is not a he or she. Call them they them.
But hold up. Talking about that,
He gonna be like,
it's like
what about us?
Right? What about us? What about us?
No,
What happened to us?
Hold up. Not talking about that, right? It's the same thing as when all our kids are grown guys and they are grown, you know, for people who have little kids now or people who don't have kids yet, when they grow up, it's no more having to talk about like the birds and the bees. It's not, you gotta cover every aspect of that. Like the birds was the bees were the birds, the bees who feel like the birds, the ones who this and that.
I'm not even referring it to birds and bees. I'm whatever you're into. I'm pansexual. But I say here, I like what I like. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, I'm a man because I'm attracted to a female.
You still gotta
like,
cover the they and them because you have to now.
No, me myself, I identify as a female. I'm a female that likes guys, likes girls. I could like a transgendered person one day. Like, it's just like whatever it is that I'm into. That's what pansexual. Like, whatever it is that tickles your pickle is like cool.
I don't like pickles. I don't like thing. I don't like pickles. I like cucumbers.
Whatever tickles a pickle is a cucumber. Whatever tickles your cucumber.
Yo, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna make episodes and just let her think this randomly talk because she be saying shit. She's like a pickle is a cucumber. Like what the fuck?
A
pickle is a cucumber.
I'm getting hungry. I want some cucumbers with aguacate, some rice, and some totones, and some chicken. So whoever's cooking right now, like send me a plate.
Right. So my thing is, it's not just the they, the them, the him, the sim, the tim, right?
Tim.
It's more on the fact of where you're the way that the world has turned out. We don't even know. We're losing face of who we are. Like and just
you can't have a personality. You can't have a personality. You can't have an opinion.
You're gonna offend.
It has to be something that's generic. Like when you used to be like, oh, I'm cut from a different cloth. No, nigga. Now everybody's cut from the same fucking cloth.
And I was gonna say that. So as much as I do support the they, the them, all of that, and I do support because I'm really big on like. You know, everybody's thing and everybody's personality and everybody's opinion and shit is getting to a point where it's like, so we're supposed to be just blink because now if your opinion is something different, say something different, you're gonna offend the person. And that's why I always say it's just an opinion. Do not take it that literal.
Oh, what happened to agree to disagree? Like
people do not want that.
You can sit here and have your. I'm a whole fucking Gemini. I sit here and can see both sides of a topic and still sit here and pick one side. Like, I get your side, but this is how I'm feeling.
People don't want that.
And then at the end of the day, I'm just going to be like, let's just agree to disagree. No. Because if not, I'm going to sit here and debate with you all fucking night.
You know what it is? But I feel like we're in a generation of the pick me, picks me. Like, the pick me generation. Like, you never heard that say, like, the pick me. So they don't want the agree to disagree.
But that's because you want to be... And see, that's where I'm like, people got lazy. You're lazy. People want to be online famous and all this other shit because it's like, to them, easier to do. Because all I got to do is sit here and record something and put something online, blah, blah, blah.
But it's no
You got
process.
No personality. No. Yeah, like, you got no personality in that. Like, majority of the time, the personality that you're portraying is something that's trending right now.
Yeah.
So there's now, if this never happened with R. Kelly, everybody would be sitting here like, oh my God, I remember my parents would sit here and clean the house to this, or they'll sit here and be jamming to this in the car and blah, 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 blah. Now it's like, oh no, mom, like, you need to stop listening to that because
we canceled him.
Yeah, we canceled him, mom. Like,
fuck that shit.
And then you got your parents sitting here like, you canceled it. Like, these are people that not even on there like that, like... First I knew he was a pedophile. Oh yeah, I knew he was that because he was sitting here fucking with this young one and this young one and this young one.
Agree though, in the music industry, that is a problem. In the music industry, famous acting, whatever. Like,
what do you mean the music industry?
Social. I feel like anything media period is
that's already
gonna
an issue
be that.
Regardless. Like, and that's been happening from decades to decades to decades. Where
that's
you see
because
16-year-old with the 50-year-olds.
That's because that's
like,
inside.
See, but this is where I always be like, it's a fine line. But wait, look, this is where I always be like, it's a fine line now because people sat here and like scrutinized Bad Girls Club. Oh, that's not what a whole group of women together definitely represents. Like, not every group of girls that's together is gonna fight or argue and bicker. Mm-hmm. But now they canceled Bad Girls Club. Nobody sat here and was wanting to watch that. Now we got baddies on fucking whatever the fuck network that is or whatever, literally promoting girls fighting with each other. Like, if the episode isn't girls fighting with each other, people are like, oh my God, that episode was so boring. Oh my God, nothing exciting happened. Oh my God, I would have punched that bitch in her face. Oh my God, I would have said da-da-da. Like, so do you really want it to be fair and equal, or do you like the drama? People like drama at the end of the day. Like,
yeah.
Like, when we sit here and be like, oh, I'm so chimosa. Like, I want to be in the mix of all this shit and da-da-da-da. Like,
no.
Because some people like the drama. Some people get entertainment from that. Other people could find things to entertain themselves, but majority of the public don't have hobbies. So what's your entertainment?
And this is what
the drama going on online.
You know what I'm saying? If you're the same type of person that when there's a fight going on your block, whatever, and you're the first one peeking out the window, like, stop judging, because that means you would.
I'm not peeking out the window to find out what's going on. I just want to make sure if I can go outside and not get shot. Like,
the voice out here be like, "Whoa, you see that? Whoa!"
I want to make sure though. That's called living in the projects. Because if a fight went down and somebody got their ass whooped, you gotta watch and make sure. Be like, all right, make sure you go outside later on. Just watch out, because the motherfuckers may be coming back.
We grew up in the same projects, and I never sat here and thought about shit like that. Like,
oh, you grew. First off, let's not talk about the age gap.
The age gap aside, and everything, I feel like it got worse for my age, for my generation. It got worse because you had a bunch of young people now that's trigger happy and has no regard for anything. At least back in the day, some people had respect, like, oh, I'm gonna wait till this time because there's no kids outside, or I'm gonna wait till this time because there's not a lot of adults and all this other shit outside.
I wonder what happened to that, because back then
now we got no morals. Now it's like, I don't care if I shoot you, your mama, your kid, like.
What happened? You want to know
Nobody
what happened?
cares.
Like, I was gonna say, like, what happened? Cause
you mean what happened to the OGs?
Nobody has morals. No, it's not even that. Nobody just has general.
Because where's the old people?
I would think you brought that down generation to generation.
No, because the generation.
People try to, but then this is why I said this is where you end up with these newer generations that got no regard. This is why some kids need to get beat.
I was like, there's females who be fighting other females on the bus, and one be carrying a whole newborn baby like strapped to them, while the one pushing in the stroller. Like, can we just agree we can't fight right now because we both got kids? Like,
no,
people don't care. They'd rather end up with a whole from somebody who sit here and work in the system. They'd rather end up with a whole ACS case than be like,
that's wild.
Oh, this bitch is gonna call me pussy because I said no to fighting her because I was with my kid.
Yeah, I know. My kid comes first.
At least once upon a time it'll be like, alright, bitch, wait till I see you on the block and I'm gonna get you. Like, wait till I see you without your kid, I'm gonna get you. Like,
it was more.
Now niggas don't give a fuck.
it's because the old people gone. Where's the big mama?
I don't even think that it's just that. I think it's just in general. As the generations went on, y'all did not have the same mindset growing up.
Because
like look at how you said, like, you don't okay spanking and shit. To me, I feel like a healthy relationship between me and my kid fears me a little bit. You don't gotta full on fear me, but you fear me enough that it's like, I'm not gonna push her to that limit because whatever's gonna happen.
You know why? That's generational brought down. It was the new generations is babies making babies.
So you just proved my point right. That's why I say it's not about the old people, because the old people are still here.
I was gonna say, people back in the days with OGs like you're talking about had kids way younger than all of us.
But they had a grandmother. They had somebody old as dirt that took care of the kids.
But that's what I'm trying to say is, like, it's not just that. It's not just, oh, where's the older people, like, oh, they died or whatever the fuck happened.
It's not that.
It's not just that. It's, I could sit here and tell you how to sit here and raise your kid, and then you're going to sit here and talk back to me and be like, who the fuck are you to tell me how to raise my fucking kid? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, and then this is where I'm like, I feel like the whole sensitiveness of the newer generation comes to play, because people are like, oh, but that made me feel da da da. You don't know how the fuck that's gonna make your kid feel. Your kid is a whole different individual.
No, but
there are general things that pass down from like person to person or whatever, that it's like general feelings. But then there's also things where it's like it structures you differently.
No, but where's the person? That structure came from someone. It was always someone in the family that always gave that particular structure. You still pathed your own way in life, but you still remember a life lesson.
But that's going on what I'm saying. The newer generation doesn't want to continue those old school generations because that's trauma. I got PTSD. I got things that I'm like, I'm gonna pass down to my kids. Like, this is the things that I'm gonna pass down to my kids. And shit, Bubbles would probably sit here and be like, that's trauma. We're not doing that. Blah blah blah.
We definitely have different. Like, for me, I definitely, like how she said PTSD. I definitely have a lot of PTSD from my life.
But where is the oldest person? Let's break it down. Right? Who's the oldest person?
The oldest person in my family right now is my mother. But my mother will say here.
Prior to that,
it would be my grandmother. Right. My grandmother sat here and had shit strict. Now she passed away. Now my mother is taking that new place. And even my mother now, she won't sit here and be as strict. Like, my grandmother would not give a fuck. Like, you think you got an opinion? Like, oh, I don't give a fuck what you think about me. No, my grandmother did not give a fuck about nothing. She didn't care if she said something that was racist. She didn't care if she said something that was sexist. She didn't care if she said something that was homophobic. She'd just be like, nigga, that's my opinion. And if you don't fucking like it, get the fuck out of my face. Like...
No, but you see how your mom said, I'm still going to take this piece of it, right? You then said, I'm going to take...
But she can't force
No. Then you're the next generation. I'm taking this piece of what my mom is doing, but I'm going to switch it up because I don't like where she did this, right?
Exactly.
So it's getting watered down.
But that's what I'm saying. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, that's where it's generational shit. Because you're taking your own personal feelings and experiences, and it's like, well, I'm not going to do that for my kid. But then your kid still ends up like a fuck up, and then you sitting there looking like, where the fuck did I go wrong? Because the way that you're trying to parent your kid as if you're parenting yourself, and you're not parenting yourself. You're parenting a whole new human being. There's a whole new person that doesn't have no opinions, no feelings,
and that's why you have
nothing towards anything.
But I said that's how you know
their shit gets developed as you're growing them. So I could sit here today and be like, look at the shit with Zayden. You could sit here and consider something that a female is wearing and be like, oh yeah, you're dressing like a whore, right? Yeah. And then here goes Zayden like, whores. Zayden, do you know what that means? I'm sorry. You don't even know that it's something bad though. You're taking what my reaction to it is, and then now you're flipping what you're saying.
He hears you saying whore.
I grew up hearing my parents saying hold on fucking curses all day, every fucking day, like full on sailors, like truck drivers even, like. And so I grew up knowing, oh, those are bad words though, because then when I repeated it, my mom is like, that's a bad word. That's a word that adults say. Blah blah blah.
You though, like for bad words that he knows.
If he knows it's a bad word, don't say that. That's a bad word.
Yeah, that was a new word that was introduced. Thank you, the voice.
So now he knows whore is a bad word. Like, I'm not gonna say that, and if somebody else says it, I'm gonna correct them on that because I just got corrected on that.
Ladies and gentlemen,
but it all like
I am not saying whores is a bad word. I am sticking up for all the whores out there.
Oh yeah.
Whores, it's okay to be whores.
Oh.
Just don't bring your hoary ass over here.
But either or no, because I feel like even that we was being gentle parents telling him whore is a bad word, this and this. Because
right,
back in the days,
blah, blah.
Yeah, so we had to talk with him like, yo, that where you heard that's a bad word. You don't say that, blah blah blah, and explain into details. But back in the days, fuck at that. Like, I'm getting hit for what? Because I was one of those kids. Like, I got hit for anything. So it's like, what the fuck? Like,
that's why I get your view on like, oh, I'm not gonna hit.
Tell me why I'm getting hit.
I was not hit for everything. The only time I'm hit is if I did something that was like,
I told you
over the top.
We already had this discussion. I said they didn't like her. Like, that's what happened.
No, I feel like it's culture difference because I feel like a lot of Dominicans, and you hear it all the time, like, oh, yo no me sé explicar. Like, I don't gotta explain myself. I'm the parent, you the kid. I'ma hit you, and it's
no,
like,
but that's like,
you. I don't owe you an
you're like, oh, where's the older generation in this? My brother that I'm like sat here and got beat all the fucking time. One time I forgot what it was that he did. He did something that was like crazy. Like, he pushed the limits OD. My grandmother sat here and told my mother, oh, okay, he did that, not a problem. When he's in the shower, beat him.
That's the worst beating ever.
What? When you're wet and you get beat, my nigga? First of all, with a belt. She said, oh, beat him with the belt while he's in the shower, basically. I bet you he'll never say that again.
That's child abuse.
Let me tell you something.
But that's what I'm saying. But this is old school Spanish shit. Old school Spanish, that's what happened to her. As a kid, she said some shit that was, you pushed me past my limit. Oh, I'm gonna show you what a beating is then.
That was child abuse.
But you see what I mean? This is why I don't agree. I feel like back in the days, parenting, and that's why we have different parenting now. But like back in the day, parenting was whipping kids, but they were not giving an explanation to the story. Like, you still don't even give a chance. Like, okay, now we have taught Zayden what is whore, don't say whore. Now, him going to say whore, you're a whore.
Right, knowing that is wrong. Now you get popped in your mouth.
Yeah, now.
To me, you get popped in your mouth.
I agree. So I give him papaws, whatever, because again, Zayden is autistic. He's a very sensitive kid, so you don't even got to take it that far. But yes, no, in that point, now you're going to get consequences, which was dating. It works if you take away his phone, his whatever, he's dead. Like, at that point, he's like, oh, he died. So you got to understand, how does your kid take consequences? Like, for me, I'm someone who is like my son. You could have just talked to me, you could have told me, hey, this was wrong, and explained to me I was wrong, and then I would have listened. So you hitting me, repress my emotion, repress my thoughts, because even as an adult now, I don't even know what's wrong or right sometimes until the voice of Sasha tells me, like, oh, do you notice that? Like, you know that? I'm like, yo, I did not know. Like, I did not know that was wrong. I didn't know that was the correct way to do it or the wrong way to do it. Like, I don't know, because I was just growing up, like, getting beat. Like, it's just, don't look, don't stare, don't breathe, don't nothing. Like, if they didn't tell you go do it, say like this, like, don't look nowhere. And I feel like that's a lot of us who was raised like that, because I see a lot of millennials on TikTok saying, like, yo, my parents will just send me to the room, like, don't be in adult shit, don't do this, don't do that. So they would just.
But certain things depend on, like, how
that was
you
normal
raise your
stuff.
kid.
Yeah, because I was.
Some parents took it.
Because, like, taking things away from me was definitely, like, influential for me. You took my phone away, you took the computer away from me, you took the TV away from me, and now I'm like, oh my god, I don't got my stuff.
I felt that you being in your own, like, for saying stay out of grown folks' business, like that line, I think that's good.
It is, but I feel like certain parents took that literal, like, for everything. Like,
no, but there's a lot of
their kid in the room all day, and then that's why now a lot of us are socially awkward. A lot of us don't know how to act in social settings. You know why? Because a lot of parents locked us in a room and be like, don't come out. Stay right there. So you know what? So now as you older, you know what you do all day? In the room. So now, guys, if you're questioning yourself why at parties, why at family parties you're in a room, that's why. Because as a kid, they told you, get your ass in the room. So nowadays, you know what you be doing in the holidays? In the room. You know why you don't want to be around people? Because they locked you up in a room.
I don't think that's all the way why, though. I think that it could influence you as to, like, why you feel type of way, or like why you don't want to be in those environments, right? But I was gonna say, majority of the time, if I was at like a Hispanic party, say it lasts all fucking night, majority of the night, I'm in the room with the kids having our own fucking party.
And
basically.
You know how bad it was? Hold up, being the oldest of my family, right, of my cousins, of everything, I was the oldest at all these parties. I was not allowed to have fun, like jump in bed and do this and do that. No, my brother, my cousins, they were able to do, like, just have their own party, like, just like have their own one and out, put TV, whatever, just doing kid shit, right? They were allowed to do kid shit in moderation of me looking at them, but let something even go a little left. You know who got that ass whooping? It wasn't them. It was the oldest in the room.
But again, that's generational shit. No, but that's generational shit as to, like. But like in Spanish culture, you sit here and you raise your son regular, but you raise your daughter to be responsible, to take care of the next person.
Those is not my children's for me to be taking ass whooping for kids who ain't mine. I did not ask to fucking watch them.
But this is what I'm saying. Like, this is where you sit here and you're raising your kid as an individual. Because I'm going to sit here and still be like, no, you are not responsible for what the fuck they did. But I still do want you to watch out for your younger sibling. Yes. Like, that's how I'm gonna raise my kid. Like, you still have to watch out for your younger sibling. You still have to take care of your sibling. But are you 100% responsible for the bad choices they made? And no, because they made those choices.
So look, and I agree with you fully. But there's not a lot of parents who believe in that. A lot of parents believe if you're the oldest, they put on that responsibility. Plus,
but that's why I said that's Spanish shit. But that's generational curses that then you have to break. That's why I said you're raising your kid as an individual. I'm not raising you based on how I was raised. I'm going to take certain things from, I think that this helped me become the person that I am today and become successful in those other shit. But I'm not going to sit here and tell you that you are responsible for everything that all these other little kids in here is doing. You're not responsible for the fucking hole and shit that's in here. But do I expect you to come to me and tell me, oh, this is overwhelming right now. Like, they're in there wilding the fuck out. I definitely expect you to sit here, because I'm going to teach you to be like, if something is too much for you, come and tell me that it's too much for you.
Guys, and comment below if you ever been that kid who does go to your parent and be like, oh, this kid is doing this and blah, 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 blah. And they be like, go fix it. That's on you. Like, solve it. Like,
but again, this is what I'm saying. That's your trauma. That's your trauma. That's millennials' trauma. So if you don't want to pass that on to your kid, I agree with you. Don't pass it on to your kid. But don't then sit here and then when something, you're trying to raise your kid to your standards and something doesn't go how you would have taken it, you have to remember at the end of the day that child is their own person. They're not thinking like you. They may do certain things like you, but that child literally, nobody thinks alike. No. Nobody say, like, we may have a few times where we sit here and have, oh my God, I was thinking that, you said it, blah, blah, blah. Like, that's fine. But at the end of the day, not every thought that I have, I'm going to share with the next person. But not every opinion that I have, I'm going to share with the next person.
But this is why I feel that, again, with feelings, I'm really big on, all feelings is value, back to that.
And this is because she never got to say her feelings when she was younger. That's why it's like, I'm going to value my feelings.
Now I validate everybody's feeling. Be like, I'm angry, but like, that feeling is valid. Why do you feel like that? I will never unvalidate your feelings. But I feel like we are in a better generation feeling-wise. It's just where people don't understand of validating someone's feeling, and they're separating that from what really happened. Like, hey, yeah, you might not like that.
This is why
shit, but don't mean
therapy is always. This is why people sit here and be like, "You need therapy." It's not a bad thing to sit here and be like, "I'm gonna go to therapy because I'm a fucked up individual. I'm fucked up in the head and blah blah blah." You don't have to be fucked up, but there could be things that sat here and affected you growing up, and you never even thought that it affected you that way to have an opinion that you have. But that's the opinion you have. Like,
this is where I a little bit digress. Right?
Digress means taking back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Going backwards.
I'm sorry. Gotta make sure.
Vocab
check.
Right? Let's bring it back, right?
Bring it back.
When we talk about traumas and all of these things, right? And we sit there and so all of these people who want to cancel everything, right? Mm. In other words, they're
I feel like majority of people who want to sit here and cancel R. Kelly, you probably were victims yourself of sexual abuse,
mostly
child abuse, and all
that shit. I'll be honest with you. I swear everybody was
because it's like, I didn't get to stand up for my voice, so I'm gonna stand up for this person's voice.
And my problem with that, you don't know the truth.
That's why I said it's three sides to the story.
I feel that everybody was a victim of something.
Everybody is.
You get it?
Sometimes it's gonna happen to everybity because it's a part of your story.
Yes, it's you're a victim. You're a victim of something. It's
and you could have the best parent and the best
you're still a victim of something.
But still
something happened.
Yeah, and it don't have to be full on like how other people's victimized as. But you're a victim, and probably you just felt inappropriate when someone was saying something to you, and it was a family member. You're just like, why did she say that? Like,
why you acting like this around me?
Yeah.
Why you touched me like that? Why you talked to me like that?
And then you realize,
why you looked at me like that?
And it just be certain things like, the fuck? Yeah, let me get the fuck out of here. You're like, but you know, like, I know not to fuck with this person. Mm-hmm. Some people don't understand it, so sometimes these things happen. So it's more in the fact that we can't sit here and think that we can take things that probably happened to us and think we're superheroes and try to solve everybody else's issue. Like, I'm still stuck on the fact that so much things that we're in a world that you can't even be a comedian and say a joke.
Yeah.
And not someone trying to if you sit in there and you're saying you like eating at this particular place, people look at you like you crazy. What? You still eating there because then they say, like, when people was going,
I forgot who it was that said it, and somebody was basically like, there will never be a utopia. Like, this is I learned this in school. This person was like, there will never be, like, everybody wants a utopia. A utopia means that everything is like exactly how like everybody wants it. Everything's fair, equal, all that.
On island.
Nobody, but not even that. There will never be a utopia where everybody lives in a utopia because everybody literally has their own opinion and view about shit. So my utopia could be different from The Voice's utopia, could be different from Bubbles' utopia. Like, So it's all
different. This is where I go back with what you said. Agree to disagree, respecting one another.
Yeah.
But nowadays, people don't want to respect one another. People don't want to disagree to agree. They want their opinion to be the only opinion, and that's
because everybody wants to be right, and it's like you can't be right all the time.
It's not possible to be right all the time. It's more in the sense of it's not that serious. Like, first off, you may be right. You may win this battle. You may be having something that is completely right, but you can't force it down someone's throat.
Exactly.
So it's more in a sense like I'm sitting there looking at like just researching and seeing. I'm like, when is it gonna be enough? Like, when are y'all gonna stop trying to just cancel the Earth? Like, just cancel Earth.
That's what I'm saying. Like at this point, everything is getting canceled. Like, I feel like if we live with dinosaurs, people would cancel dinosaurs.
Oh,
like
T-Rex, man, we gotta cancel T-Rex. He's eating everybody. Like what the fuck? He's that's in his DNA. Like, when people was over here, canceling Tommy Hilfiger. I was on that bandwagon. Fuck Tommy Hilfiger. Fuck right?
I don't even know nothing about that.
And
first of all, even with that, like, people like, cause he sat here and openly sat here and said, I don't make my clothing for these people.
Yeah, right.
I make it for the richer class, whatever, Even with that, it's like, how I'm gonna sit here and hurt you then is we could either all as a collective just not buy your brand, and then you could see who's really funding your pockets, or I could sit here and keep wearing the shit out of it till it's like, oh my god, why is this whole culture wearing this? Like, people sit here and come at Kanye like, they laugh at him because his whole brand got canceled, basically, right? Niggas sat here and wanted to cancel him so bad, you canceled his whole brand to the point that his brand wasn't making money. He said, I really don't care, because that was the whole point of this. The whole point of all of this was to show y'all how just based on someone's name, you're willing to spend hundreds, thousands of dollars. People were sitting here paying hundreds of dollars for a fucking shirt that got holes in it. If I wear my shirt for a whole year, I promise you I have the same holes in it. Like, so it's like, I literally sat here and showed y'all how y'all are monkeys to the government and all these major brands and shit. Y'all sit here and just want to follow a trend. You're going to sit here and spend $300 for a shirt that's 1/3 of a shirt.
And I want to say, like, that's
let's not talk about that. First off, y'all women wear crop tops. Let's not talk about
no. Don't come at me about that. First of all, I'm coupon queen. I do not shop unless it's a bargain. I do not get shit unless it's on clearance. And then after that, if it's clearance, I got a coupon most likely, so my shit comes out dirt cheap.
And I'm going to tell you one thing. She's definitely the fashionista, because I definitely would not pay mad money. Like, I'm definitely that legging queen. Like, but open my closet, there's like 50 million leggings, all black. They're all black.
But this is why my closet is so wide. This is why my closet, like, I got styles for days and clothes for days, like shoes for days.
Or Charlie Brown, same outfit. Like, different outfits, different colors.
I just bargain shop. Like, I'm going to sit here and get that same Tommy Hilfiger shirt that somebody paid $200 from, some white person probably paid $200 for. I'm going to get a pack of these white shirts from Marshall's for $5. Are you shitting me? Like,
the thing is, if they was going to cancel that and, like, Tommy Hilfiger or whatever, how about, like, sneaker brands? Like, they have, like, Chinese kids, like, in China and other countries getting
right. If we're going to cancel anybody, let's cancel Nike as a whole, because Nike is majority of the shoe business. Like, majority of y'all brands is funded by Nike. Oh, I don't wear Nike, I wear Jordans. Jordan is a Nike brand. Like, what do you mean? Like, Nike sits here and is the main supplier for a lot of these things, and people still going, how I'm gonna sit here and dish out all of these things? I'm gonna sit here and go to a country,
pay them 2 cents.
This is the main problem that people have today. Who wants to sit here and have that job of making sneakers? Nobody wants to do that job. So who's gonna sit here and do the job? Somebody in fucking Cambodia somewhere that's okay for doing it for 50 cents an hour.
And that's why I dislike people say, like, oh, immigrants come here and take Americans' job, blah, 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 blah. You didn't even want that job. You didn't even work.
Literally. Job. Y'all don't want to be the fucking farmers that sit here and, oh my God, the same white person that likes going to their Whole Foods to get their farm fresh, fucking organic, non-fucking pasteurized shit, whatever. Y'all not gonna be the person that's on the farm sitting here picking these apples, oranges, grapes. Like, y'all not doing none of this shit. So who's gonna sit here and do it? The same people that y'all like, you're coming to my country and taking jobs. No, they're not. They're taking the jobs that you didn't even want in the first place. Like, y'all so money hungry happy that is like, I don't even have to fight y'all for this job. I literally, like, the job is being given away. Like, they're giving these jobs away, like, because nobody wants to do these hard labor jobs.
Which is true. Because I'm not picking cotton.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Ever.
So let's talk about
You understand me?
Pick cotton, right? Because of your cotton shirt.
There are still there's
never.
still people out here picking cotton. Because how else do you get your cotton shirt?
I ain't ever
how do
picking
you get
cotton
your
again.
silk garments? How do you get all of
No
these
black
things?
person
Like,
should ever pick cotton.
But no, you can't say that because it's the same thing as like us
You
black
shouldn't-
people. We're working in plantain farm, making plátanos and shit. But that's how we was enslaved. Plantations, making plátanos. That's like
but that's sitting here saying like, okay, this is the job that I have.
Look.
Basically, I'm gonna do this job. Like,
We should not pick cotton, plantains, any of those things.
because
ever.
other people ain't gonna do it.
Right? We need ever. Now, if you bought a machine and you are the owner of the cotton plantation and you using a machine, but if you ever walk over and to go to the cotton where it's at and pick it by your hand, you are cotton picking nigga. Now, I'm telling you, don't ever, as a black person, pick cotton. Because there's many people that died from way back in the day.
you know that there's a whole ass fucking like. It's not a. I'm not gonna say it's a museum, but I guess you could say it's a museum or whatever. I can't even come up with the word right now. But there are whole fucking places that'll sit here and be on like a old school plantation farm, and part of your tour at
Is to
that
pick
thing
cotton?
is to sit here and try to pick cotton.
I'm like, I'm
motherfucker, you think I'm gonna sit here
say, go there.
and
No,
I'm
I'm
gonna
good.
sit here and let all the white people, go do that, and I'm gonna sit up here on my horse.
Because you know what it is. You see how? So me and baby we were just watching Harriet Tubman movie earlier.
Yes,
People want to be like, oh, I want to experience back in the days, so I
No, I
want to
don't.
feel.
No, I don't.
That feeling.
No, I don't.
Negative.
No, I
I don't want to
No,
because
I don't.
had I been
I
me
couldn't-
myself right now been alive in that time, I'd be dead because
First off,
I can't.
you can cancel me right now because what Kanye West said when he said it was the truth.
Stop
he
it.
said it, and I'm
Shut
going to
up.
repeat
What?
it.
Say it.
Do not
He
say
said
Say
Do
it.
not say it.
Say it.
slavery was a choice because niggas we had two choices.
And you can't say that. You can't say that because
It was
earlier
a choice.
today, watching the Harriet movie from 2019, she sat here, according to them, came to go get her sister, and her sister was like, "No, I'm not going nowhere."
She chose.
And you can't sit here and judge me that I don't want to go nowhere, or you can't judge the next person for still sitting here in this slavery, blah blah blah, because we doing the best that we can. Your sister literally came to
Because
you
they
to
were
tell you,
traumatized.
I
They were-
got better
Yes.
for you.
Yeah,
It's
but that's
better.
the-
I got away. I could get
Yes,
you
but
away.
A lot of
But
them
the-
was traumatized to believe
Yeah, but but
massa
yeah,
is
but
part
massa-
of like.
but you gotta
they
understand-
But you
carry
can't
massa.
fall victim to your trauma. This
But
is
that's
where,
the-
A lot of
like,
people
y'all
like
love to
that.
sit here and tell me I can't stay in my fears. You gotta just do it. Blah blah
You gotta
blah.
have your own time.
Sometimes you gotta
Harriet
take
couldn't
that
get her
leap
sister
of
out, right?
faith.
Her sister died, guys. So.
But that's
you
the
could be
choice.
your only savior.
But the choice. But at the end of the day, what he stated was you have a choice. You have a choice to stay and deal with the known.
Like, but wait, but
Or-
Harriet said it herself. She sat here and told her whole master that, like, her main master died. So then the son took place
a
or
master.
whatever. And she sat here and told him, like, nigga, I already had decided. It's either I'm gonna have liberty or
Murder.
death.
Exactly.
I'm
So
gonna either
that's-
be a free nigga or I'm gonna die a slave
But
nigga
keyword.
because I'm not gonna be here still doing this shit.
and that statement is a major statement, right? Give me liberty or give me death.
Yeah.
Right? So that line is the same thing when Kanye West said slavery was a choice.
But
So
people
when they
don't
went
like that.
ham on
But
him,
when he,
they
but
could
people
not
don't like
understand
it,
that.
But what he's trying to say is like it's a choice because if, as a collective, every black person decided to sit here and just we gonna fucking do this shit.
Yeah.
Nigga, there would be nobody that say like a few of you may have died because there's gonna be a war, so a few of you gonna die. But you have to be willing to make that sacrifice in order to help the next generation. If I sat here and had a kid in that time, I'm definitely fighting for better for my kid because I don't want you to sit here and deal with none of this bullshit that I dealt
But that's
with.
what but that's when you had the Harriet Tubmans, all of the what Sojourner
Right,
Truths
Harriet
and,
Tubman,
The Black
Sojourner
Panthers
Truth,
later on.
fucking Frederick Douglass. Like,
All
you
these
have
people.
all these fucking people.
they fought
So I have a
for
question. So
a
on
better
all
life.
seriously, guys, look at me. No serious, no. All right, okay. So we had people, Harriet Tubman, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, all of them. Okay, fantastic. Then later on, I don't know when this happened. Then the group of Black Panthers. Where are we now? Where is like history movement at? Like we just stopped. Like nobody's fighting the system.
We doing the Dougies now. We're doing Dougies.
Because everybody wants to cancel the taxes,
this is where
IRS, this and that, and oh my god, why is this being this much? But nobody's doing anything about it. I know of.
Because of the fact that no one.
Because you fall victim to the whole system. That's why I said I support Kanye and what he says. Because he basically is just like, y'all sit here and follow these fucking people blindly, and y'all don't never do y'all research on shit. Like these are the same people that. We got people on money right now. People sat here and fought. White people sat here and fought so hard to not have Harriet Tubman on the $20 bill. So hard. Like, no, she cannot be on there. But we could have Andrew Jackson and George Washington and all these fucking people on money that sat here and would blatantly slave owners.
I would say, look at poor Abraham. He's on the penny, right?
But this goes again. Exactly. This goes again to... Are you willing to fight that fight? If y'all not banding together, all these things like we say your them opinion. You only have that opinion because the trans community came together as a whole and was like, no, we're gonna fight for that. So we're gonna fight to be equal. We're gonna fight to call me them. We're gonna fight to have no gender.
Can we fight government then? Because I really feel like this is ridiculous. Like how we live nowadays. Like I wish that we could go back to living like back in the days, like where no electronics.
And you need to have people as a whole come together. That's like people sit here and be like, "Oh, the rich don't never want to be taxed." Yeah, because the rich get taxed at a higher percentage than any of us. People sit here and talk a lot of shit about shit that they don't. That's why I said you gotta research the shit you fucking talking about. You want to sit here and fight this battle? Oh, well, their bracket should get wider. No, technically, you should want your bracket to get wide and wider. Because if from 0 to 11,000, I'm getting taxed at 10%, but then after that, I could make $11,001. That $1 is getting taxed at 22%. Because now it entered the next tax bracket. Like, so you would want, if you're smart enough to look it up, you're gonna sit here and be like, oh no, don't widen the higher one, widen ours down here. Because now your money is going to be more money that's taxed, yes, but it's taxed at a lower percentage.
And you know what's crazy? I have met people who literally sat here and told me they don't want to go to the next tax bracket because then they won't get taxes back for having kids.
Bro, I could sit here
so they try not to go.
I want to sit here and get the promotion at my job, right? I'm going into the next tax bracket. After that, if I get that promotion, I'm going now into the 80,000s and higher. Now I'm getting taxed even more. So I'm saying you could sit here and want to fight. Oh yeah, I'm gonna make more money, so my check could be more. No, my check is gonna go from being $1,400 to maybe $1,800 now. That didn't fucking help me. But on my taxes, and I'm saying, look at my fucking thing. It says that I made a major jump from in the 50,000s to now you in the 80,000s. So where the fuck is all that money? Going to Israel, the place y'all want to cancel. I'm just saying.
And talking about that, guys, our school system ain't even that great. Like, if I was telling you, like, you see what they serve these kids in the cafeteria.
Are we really gonna go
First
back
of all, what we serve in the school, we sit here and talk about all the things that we don't have here, or whatever the fuck, and I want this, and we need better health care and all this other shit. First of all, me personally, I feel like healthcare should be free. If I'm sitting here paying taxes, my health care should be free.
It is free.
It's not free.
It is.
It's not free.
No, it's not.
It is.
How?
It's not free.
How is it free?
I was a medical biller.
Don't work.
But then now you're telling me to live in a lifestyle that's the point. Ideal.
The concept of what they want is to be able to control you. We will give you everything.
But then now this is where you go back into... People love to sit here and be like how minorities are the main person that's on welfare and all this other shit. And that's wrong. Majority of people who sit here and make money off the government are middle class white trash people. Mm-hmm. The people that we love to sit here and be like, oh, that's not the regular typical white Americans. No, these are the typical white Americans.
They know how to play the system.
Because they play the fucking system. I'd rather sit here and live in a fucking trailer park in my fucking trailer house and be getting paid to do nothing, whatever the fuck I want to do, than to sit here and be a white corporate law-abiding citizen in America. Like, no, now I gotta put in work. Now I gotta put on a suit and go do all this other shit. Like,
all you gotta do is just literally fill out some paperwork and do the same shit for the rest of your life. And like, all right, and that's the people who'd be like the coupon queens. They'll be looking up all the food coupons. They'll be going to get their little dollar magazines. And this is why I say here and I do all this shit. Like I say, I'm not gonna sit here and because look at those.
I'll sit here and still shop at all these stores, but I'm shopping at a discount. I'm not paying the price that you wanted on your ticket. Like I'm paying the price of what it really is worth, basically.
Yeah, but that's how it is. It's a broken system world. Where everything is against us. Even our own, the government is against us. People who wants to cancel stuff is against each other. They don't even know why they're canceling stuff. No. We don't even know why they're protesting stuff. They just thinking it's normal. They thinking, oh, I'm actually standing up for something right, and I'm doing something right. When you're actually
and then later on the opinion will change.
Yeah, you're causing more havoc and more chaos because let's honestly break it down. Let's cancel Starbucks. Starbucks go out of business now. The person who was going to Starbucks every single day then lost their job. Now they're screwed.
Right
now they're losing their house.
The people who own those Starbucks, because people think, oh, Starbucks is one corporation and this person owns all of these places. No, these be people that sit here and invest their own money to sit here and open this Starbucks, this McDonald's, this Burger King, this whatever the fuck in your neighborhood, because to them, oh, if I sit here and open this, I can make money for me and I'm giving my community something.
So you're canceling things that makes no sense.
That's the thing. You know, right now on TikTok, they're eating up a whole girl because of that. Because she's like, oh, yeah, I don't think about Starbucks employees that are going to lose their job behind this. Because a lot of Starbucks have got shut down now. Because they're still
I feel like Starbucks is the most, to me, inclusive people when it comes to their hiring.
Yeah.
Because they'll hire somebody that got no experience. They'll hire somebody that got a sketchy background. They'll hire somebody that's of any fucking race. It doesn't matter what the fuck race you are. It doesn't matter if you want to sit here and wear your hijab and fucking thing. They're gonna be like, that's perfectly fine. Just throw on this apron too and make this coffee. Like, so it's like you want to sit here and cancel somebody that's given a lot of our community a lot of chances.
That's why a lot of people are saying after she made that video. That's why a lot of people are saying like that's why we all need to get together and ban everything together. So now I'm gonna sit here and ask the real question. Like, if you gonna sit here and say all of that, who are you helping?
Yeah.
Because if you're gonna have that opinion, then get your ass up and go help someone locally to have that local business, to have that black-owned business, that Spanish-owned business. Help somebody then. If you're not willing to help somebody, then shut the fuck up. Because somebody's gonna take whatever opportunity could come to them to make a better life for their family.
And to eat. This world is either you or yourself. That's it.
That's like when they be like, it take a village to raise a kid.
It does.
It does. But if your village ain't sitting here trying to help you, then where am I going to go to get this help at?
The village definitely has diminished.
Exactly. So, that was a juicy. What?
I'm hungry, guys.
It's time to stop, okay?
Right. It's time to stop.
No more.
We're going to take a quick break and be back. What's going on, guys? It's your boy, The Voice. We are back. With my favorite part of the show, honestly, you know, because I came up with the concept.
Yes, you did.
It is called The Third Degree. So we're going to be asking the one and only Mystical Bubbles 3 questions, right? But what's going to be different about these questions is that they're going to be randomly going. They're going to be randomly going where she's going to have to tell me to stop when the question is ready. So that's the great part. So let's get into the third degree on the greatest show ever. But let's intro this one right, okay, guys? Because you know what?
You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth.
You can't handle the truth. Right? So, Mystical Bubbles, are you ready for your first random question?
Yes, let's go.
So you will have to tell me when to stop, okay?
Yes. I like this too, guys.
So let's get this
Get it
party going now.
Let's go. Now.
All right. The first question is, if you could move your home to one specific place in the world, where would you choose?
Yeah, that's a good question. I always say, it might sound crazy. I always say I want to live on an island. Like, if I could go, like, to DR, like, any island. I'm Dominican, but any island, and live on, like, in a house next to, like, the beach or the lake or the waterfall, whatever. I just like that type of vibe. That's where I will move. And right now, because I'm not going to move to the island, I hope to not move to the island until I retire or soon, whatever. I would like to move somewhere suburbia. So definitely suburbia, where you see like the waterfalls and the rivers and the lakes. It just has to be that. Like, I don't care where in the world. I just like to be around nature like that.
All right. She want to be around nature, guys.
I do.
Now, let's see what the next question is.
Now.
Oh, my bad. I'm reading that wrong. If you were in a zombie apocalypse, what would be your strategy to survive?
You know, the voice is my husband, right? Like, he is my strategy to live. But yeah, if he passes away in the zombie apocalypse, I will have him like Michonne in The Walking Dead, and that would be my strategy. Like, babe, defend me.
So basically, you telling me I gotta die first in order to be your.
No, you're gonna be my protector before you die. You're not supposed to die. The story is you're not supposed to die. You're supposed to be my Daryl. Like, you're supposed to be my Daryl. Be my Daryl, baby. Would you be my Daryl?
No, it sounds like she said she want me dead so she could put a rope around my neck. That's racist. You heard that shit? She said she's terrible.
No, you're supposed to be my Daryl, who always protect me. And like that, but if it comes like a zombie knocking my door, I'm gonna kill him. Like, take a knife, right? I would defend myself. I would, you know, if it gets to that, or if I'm being like, we're side to side. But I have the kids. Like, you gotta make defenders, because if not, I'm gonna start the baby.
So your strategy is just to use me to survive. Okay, that's perfectly fine. That's fine. Let's on to the next question. And I gotta just make sure I get it done differently this time. Every time we go to the question. So for the next and final question, let's see.
That he didn't talk to me for my first question. Like, I would love his opinion. I'm not done yet. I didn't pick this. Now.
Okay, what could someone make fun of you for that wouldn't upset you because you know it's true?
Well, guys, I get make fun of all the time for this one thing. My accent, how I talk, how I say things.
Did you hear her? She said her accent.
Whatever.
Her accent.
How I say things. Like, just earlier I said apocalypse. Like, I don't know how to say zombie apocalypse.
Apocalypse.
Like, yeah, no, that's too much. So yeah, like, you can make fun of me, I'll make fun of myself. Like, if you ever on my live, I make fun about how I even say names, because I just suck. My English, you know, is good and everything, but I still, you know, be pronouncing things funny, so we can laugh at it together.
That was The Third Degree, guys, and that's really one of my favorite episodes. It
was light work.
Because it actually just get to see the personality of who's going to be doing it. The next episode, you'll see Sasha Springs. You'll see an episode where it's going to be me.
I like this as a warm up.
So I feel like, you know, it's to kind of get to know the personality of people, see their mindsets and everything like that. But that was The Third Degree. And you know, that's how I love it, because.
You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers?
I want the truth.
You can't handle the truth.
That is so cringe, but I like it.
I love it. I love it. I love it. So that is the biggest part of the show. And we're going to be right back.
It's time to stop, okay?
Yeah, so again, guys,
no more.
Follow, the likes, the subscribe. Comment below all your opinions. Like, where would you live if you could live anywhere in the world?
Welcome back, guys. It's the boy. You already know I'm back. Now this is we're gonna end it off, and I like to end off every episode the same way. I really want to know, what do you what do you guys would consider someone, like, when you tell someone like that sounds like a personal problem? Like, what do you consider? Like,
I just like him.
Like, what is one of your things where you be like, you know what, that sounds like a personal problem?
Well, I'm that type of person. I validate everybody's feeling and I validate everybody's opinion. So I wouldn't say it's a personal problem because I'm like, oh wow, like I understand, like that, like.
And that is why mine is the complete opposite. If it affected your feelings,
wow,
that's a personal problem.
No, because I can say I will validate your feelings. I just cannot apologize for what I said, for like how you feel. Like basically, like it's like, oh my bad. Next time I won't talk to you about it. Like I know next time I'm not gonna have this comment with you ever again.
Oh, I got something for you.
Like
guys.
for example, one of my friends, like, well, whatever you want to call it, she's a whole cold-hearted like Christian, and I'm super spiritual. So of course, off the table, we don't talk about this topic. So because that, I guess like you said, that's her personal problem. So
yep, that sounds like a personal problem. But what really sounds like a personal problem is these cancel culture motherfuckers. They are so goddamn weak and want to cancel everything. That's a personal problem. That has nothing to do. That's their opinion. That's what you call it. That's a personal problem.
Have your opinion. You can have your debate about it. You can have all of that. But don't be mad at the next person or say that the next person is wrong.
Correct.
For how they feel if you're sitting here trying to say how you feel.
So
like,
correct. I feel like people take it too far. Then I guess that's where you say like it's a personal problem.
Exactly.
Like don't take it, like have your opinion. Definitely I'm gonna validate your opinion, everything about it. But don't say my opinion is less valid or now try to shut down the whole world because we have different opinion. Like, yo, it's just an opinion. Like, it ain't that serious.
Like I said, it all depends on your feelings. If you were feeling wise affected by something, then you need to deal with that internally. That's a personal problem. You need to figure out, why did it upset you so much that this person said what they said? Why does this person's opinion have such a large impact on how you're sitting here feeling right now? Like, why was that person so validated in your mind that you needed to be, oh my God, I'm gonna be rah-rah to respond to this?
She's
like,
so
you don't
right,
need to respond to it.
You're giving power to the person. So the best reaction that you could give someone is no reaction. Because if it really, like I said, it's just your opinion. Like in the day, if someone says something, they say something. Like all the time, I get like, oh, I don't like your pink hair, I don't like your purple hair, or like, when I first started out with my horoscopes, I used to write them out. And, I did used to let it bother me. People like, I, like, you have too much spelling grammar or whatever. Like, I'd be like, yo, I'm bilingual. Like, I'm Spanish. Like, people who can read it. People who can't. It's not for you then. Like,
right.
It is what it is. Same thing when I make videos and people be like, oh, I don't understand what you said. And I guess it wasn't for you.
Right. That message was for you. What the fuck? Like, why do you feel so opinionated that you had to tell me about my grammar and all this other shit? Like, everybody else on here got their message and took it and left. Like, or sat here and corrected me in their head.
Yeah.
And was like, okay, I get what she's trying to say. Like,
it happens.
It's a personal problem. You gotta deal with that personally on your own. All on your own.
Okay, thank you. And that was an episode of Hated Respected with my lovely co-host Sasha Springs.
Now fuck that bitch. Fuck that bitch. Fuck that bitch. Fuck that bitch.
Which is the nickname of me.
Yes.
And
that is my future co-host for our show.
Yeah, guys, gotta check it out.
I'm done. I'm just done. I can't even go. Bubbles, you know who you are.
Hey.
It's Bubbles because Zayden wants to do his show.